Alright, I've hit my limit as far as I can tell. So now, instead of pressing forward, I'm going to try to go through this flame door up here and see if we can maybe get rid of the flames everywhere, for starters. But also, I can't find a way to get back to where Sixpence is, and I can't find any way to get our locksmith's item. So let's see if we can proceed forward. Maybe that'll unlock new powers, or new... Probably not new powers, because that wheel is full. But possibly we'll get rid of the blue flames that might be stopping me from getting around to certain spots, parts of the castle. I think I'm supposed to go here next, because it's where he pointed me at, but the blue flames are there, seemingly to stop me. There's a glowing heart on the door, wrapped in blue flame. The door will not move. The door reacted to Marquis' signet ring. The blue flames died down. Did they get rid of all the blue flames in the entire castle? Or just that? I wonder if that's how I was supposed to get rid of the other ones. Hallway looks mostly empty. Up we go! A winding key and another one. The chapel wind... Oh, there we go. It's called the chapel winding key. You know what's happening now. Let's see here. Also, I unlocked something new here. The chapel. The waiting room. The most nondescript of nondescript rooms. Please relax and take the weight off. There really is nothing of note to take note of here. Most people would likely have completely forgotten ever having seen this room, if they ever did see it in the first place. Would you even recognize it from this angle? Perhaps you caught a peek, just a glimpse of a hint, once before, long ago. Does it feel like a lifetime has passed since then? For some, it certainly does. The room itself may not be important or noteworthy, but perhaps we should see what's the other side jogs our memories. What is the other side jogs our memories? That's a weird... I think it's another typo, actually. It's supposed to be what is on the other side, I assume. And boom. There we go. Suddenly we're on the other side of that door. There we go, we're here. That's major. Okay. Where is the clock? Right in here. So now I can actually set this as my spot now. Thank goodness. One more mystery solved. All the way back in the room this whole thing started in. Oh. And there's the gunshot that kills him. Unfortunately. So this is the room that we were in. This is the room we were hanging out in. Sitting here probably reading that Bible, it would look like, by the fireplace. Then everything goes to shit. There's the blank cartridge. This room you remember. The safe room. The Marquis had many secrets and many expenses. An enormous amount of effort went into making the running of the mansion appear effortless, but none of it came without cost. This room was where the unofficial versions of official documents were kept. A beauty parlor for accounts where numbers were massaged and rules were relaxed. Grayson himself constructed the safe in this room, utterly uncrackable to anyone without the code, to keep the truth at the heart of the affluent-seeming mansion hidden away from prying eyes. Okay, so Grayson, one of the people I don't have the invitation of yet, made this. They made this. Scattered all over, there's nothing valuable to be seen in the mess. So Grayson made that exact spot right there. Oh, the safe. He's leaving? Good. Oh, that's all glowy. We'll get to that later. There's something in his jacket pocket. An invitation. There we go. Reginald Sixpence is a genius clockmaker and mechanic who was originally commissioned to create the extravagant timepieces featured throughout the mansion. On one visit, he brought his niece along to help with a particularly challenging piece. After the Marquis met her, the rate of Sixpence's invitations to the mansion increased dramatically, and over the years and events that followed, the two men became extremely close. But Reginald could be somewhat blind to the intentions and emotions of others. He has become distraught that one of the Marquis' projects that Sixpence helped with may have a darker and more dangerous aim than he imagined. Dun dun dun, and so we lead to the exact scenario we are in now. That's major progress. I'm missing 3 cards and 1 invitation. Boom, progress. So obviously that glowy thing looks important, and we'll get to that. But I want to figure out what to do here. I'm gonna try to beat him to the safe, because we've gotten a major clue here, which is that apparently, let's just double check that we already did this one. Okay. So I want to beat Reginald to the safe because I am under the impression that apparently Grayson made it. So I think that maybe we can find his invitation in it if I'm the one to get there first. If that's not it, then I don't know what the hell to do, because I've got like no other clues that tie Reginald to virtually anything. I mean Grayson. And I'm running out of places to even think of looking. Come on, go. There we go. I was right. Grayson, the light finger locksmith. What was the other one again? The other person was called the Clockwork Baron. Grayson was, bluntly, an uncommonly good common thief in his youth. He was involved in several fairly high-profile burglaries, but was eventually caught when his swagger outgrew sense, as Grayson puts it. After his stay in prison, voluntary, I could always have picked the lock, the Marquis contacted Grayson and requested that he provide security for the mansion. Grayson did so in spades, kickstarting his security business at the same time. The Marquis liked to tease Grayson about his past and would purchase items of great value to hide in the mansion, including, it seems, the treasure that Grayson was arrested for going after in the first place. There we go, we have every single invitation. Missing 3 cards still. Those could be anywhere, dear lord. Let's start running though, because we know that guy's headed towards the chapel, so we want to get to the special item before he shows up. Go. What's this thing again? It's fine. The organ's playing itself. The air here feels strange. Right. Go. Quickly before it comes in here and makes me wait until the end of the day. Hello, organ friend. So, we talk at last. It's been a long road for you. All to come back here. Take this, and I'll play on. The King of Diamonds. Oh, is that it? The basement, the prison. A prison, here in the heart of the mansion. If you were to touch the walls, you would feel hundreds, thousands of tally marks, counting days, months, years. There's a tree growing from the cracks in the floor. How long would it take for that little sapling to be fully grown? How many years? We had the Ace of Hearts for that card. How close are we to finishing the entire game? Oh, the secrets. Look at these ones. They don't even give you clues. Wow. Oh. The key of all habits is... So if I do the key of all habits, take the right spot, that would do something, I think. Wow. There's an entire category of secrets I've never even started getting. 2 powers have to open up these chapel things. Right, I have to run around in here and unlock stuff with my power. That'll get us new things. The basement's almost done, but we need the Ace of Hearts. We're done with Heaven and Hell Staircase. Theater Brutale. I never scanned some rooms, apparently. Interesting. Guest room's Queen of Spades. Another power in the casino. I probably have to wait for Rockridge to die. Right. Did I scan this room already? Yeah, I can't hit square. That one's open already. Do they both open when I check them? Crumbs? Ah, communion wafers must have been kept here. So he's checking the next room over there for the rifle. This room, you remember. The chapel. The smoking room. Who knows what schemes were hatched here in the smoky haze of the Marquis' most personal inner sanctum? What greatness was planned? What madness was plotted? Lucas and his uncle-in-law, Sixpence, would often sit together here, long into the evening, discussing the future for their families. What ambitions did these two discuss? What dreams did they dare realize together? The places where events occur, both tragedies and triumphs, are often recorded. But what of the humble spaces where the ideas first take seed? Is he in? Yep, he's in here. The rifle. Look at that facial expression. Is he coming in here? Yep. Bye-bye. The hunting room. A hunter in his misguided youth, the Marquis came to abhor the concept as he matured. He kept his troubles as a reminder of the man he no longer wished to be, felt guilt and sorrow whenever he looked upon them. In this way, he was able to remind himself of who he had been, and in turn, who he never wanted to become again. His wife discouraged him from visiting this room, not wanting him to cause himself unnecessary suffering, but exposing himself to the grief and pain was the only thing he believed gave so many unnecessary deaths at his hand any meaning. Now the question is, what the hell's going on? Because I made my way back to the beginning of the game, and we were able to get the invitations, sure. But why did I come here? What was I here to accomplish? Was it just to dispel the fire so I could go elsewhere in the castle, the mansion? That's the, yeah. Where's my goal? Come to think of it. Oh, the stained glass window. That's what I'm here for, isn't it? Well, that's a trip. Time broke in a moment there. Well found, Boone. Please, come join me. Who? Why? What's going on? Why did I do that? Why was that the answer? Of all things, why was breaking this window the answer? What's the logic there? Well, that's some nice lighting. Ah, the fun room where all the fun happens. I cannot control you. I cannot make you part of my world, not truly. But perhaps once you see, you will decide for yourself whether or not this world is the right one for us. This is Lucas Bonds, the Marquis of the Sexy Brutale. Lucas, my Lucas. I have brought us all here to judge this man, or rather, to sentence him. His guilt is not in question. You don't understand, please. He's a good man. We shall see. Boone, watch carefully. There's time. Still plenty of time. It's Sixpence's calculations after all. The explosives are all primed. Everything will go off at once, the stroke at midnight. A garden full of my guests, safely outside by then. And a garden full of my witnesses to clear me of any wrongdoing. It's risky. But the insurance, it's a new life for Eleanor and I. Something a little less extravagant this time. Lucas. My Lucas. Please, he's a good man. Heavy. Sixpence, I'm afraid I rather lack your finesse. I don't want to see this. You'd be very disappointed, old chap. You'd have done a much neater and smaller job. Oh, where am I? I think I must have left them in the other room. Yes. You turn your face away. How easy for you. How easy to look the other way. I am the one who has to keep everything together. Is it perfect? No. But this is what is right. The closest to right that we deserve. Please, he's a good man. My beautiful mansion. I will miss you so dearly. But you were also a gamble, and one that didn't pay off. This house is not always winning, and you are luxury. It's time to cash in the check. What was that? Oh my god. No! Fire! The theater, but how? The casino. No! No, no, no! The timer. Did I do something wrong? No, how could this be happening? I have to get out. Ellie! Ellie! No, no! Oh god, what have I done? That was his body in the garden. This whole time the body in the garden was the Marquis. He survived that fall. A little bruised, somewhat broken, but he lived. Why are we switching between press A to continue and not press A to continue? Why not just always be that way during cutscenes? And there you have it, Boone. This man set a fire in his own mansion for nothing more than the insurance. The guests in the mansion, they didn't truly die to giant spiders or demon fish or crushing cages. They died in the fire that this man set. I have kept this mansion running, embellished the deaths, added some flair, but this is the man truly responsible for the deaths in this mansion. This isn't everything. You don't know? It is more than enough. We will wait, Boone. If you can figure out, if you wish to save this man, then go ahead. I will not stop you. Well, shit. Everything went to shit. So basically what happened is he was burning the whole place down for insurance purposes. The chapel's in an upper floor. I didn't really realize that. I guess I never read the label properly. I always thought we were lower or down. Okay. So, much like... we got a tease of this when we went to the garden in the backyard, and we heard that the wife doesn't need all this extravagance and just wants a simple life. And so he was going to provide that. Sell this place for the insurance money by burning it down. Use that money for an easy life forever to live with his wife. And what he was going to do is he was going to evacuate everybody and have plenty of witnesses because of the party goers to prove that he wasn't guilty of burning his own place down so that the insurance money would come in. And he screwed up and somehow managed to detonate it early or somehow managed to get everyone killed. And so as a result, everybody died one by one, and it's his fault. I wonder if the time of day affected that, by the way. Like, he died first, earliest in the day, and he was closest, apparently. At least going by this map, he seems like he's the closest to where the explosion happened. I wonder if the order people die correlates with that in like a Final Destination sort of way, or if that's just Skullface doing whatever he feels like. I can't help but want to save him, though, because it was an accident, even though it's a terrible, terrible idea, and he is guilty of... unless there's something we don't know about, he is guilty of the part where it's his fault, ultimately, this happened. But it was negligence, not, like, outright murder. Also, I have plenty of contempt for Skullface and just want to piss him off, possibly. Please, he's a good man. He did this, Boone. It's not about changing what he did, just about what could be. They are dead, all of them. They were real, and because of him, they are gone. We gain nothing from this, nothing. He burned them all. Everyone. How dare he forget, ever. Even for a moment, how dare she? Yes, torment. Yes, suffering. That is the price we pay. That I pay. Look at him. Think. Think of what he did. She would destroy all that we have left. She would destroy all that we have left. But what? Keep this hell? What's the point? Let's break this. Can I even... Wait, can I do anything? Problem? Right. I need him to leave. He leaves her a bit, and then I need to screw with something in the room while he's gone. And I need to figure out what it is fast, or I'll have to wait for him again. Go, go, go. Because I don't think I'm allowed to use the door. There's a violin. For practice. Sixpence handiwork. Pieces have been... What? He's that fast? God damn. Oh, right, he leaves again, is why. This isn't the main one. He goes off to find something and his negligence causes a problem. So I must be able to disable the bomb? I wish I could pause time just to look at everything in the room real quick. He's a good man, he is. Operating at a loss, the casino's losing money. Carved by Trinity. Enormous clock looming over, 6 pennies. I can't spend too much time here, I gotta do something. It's ticking away. Do I use the heart? Ah! God damn it. Him coming in and out of the room is actually kind of irritating when I just want to solve what comes next. So is this it? We lose? A beautiful mansion. Then he goes over to the... looks out the window. So I can't do anything, right? Because he'll just... I get attacked by the mask. Frustrating. Okay, my items are the heart. The heart, the clock, and the... and the lighter. Yep, and so the loop begins. Okay, so I need to figure out what to do. Do I just use the clock on the bomb's clock? Could be. You have very little time. You have like just seconds to look around real quick and then you have to wait again. Which is a little rough. Here we go, he's leaving. Next chance. Go, 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 go. Please use the ladder. Please use... There we go. When I was saying go, 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 I was already pressing A. Good for time trials, this character's not. Oh god, what have I done? I'm not even entirely sure what I've done, but let's find out, I guess. Lucas. So what happens? Did the explosion still happen outside? Because those seem to have nothing to do with this bomb. Are we only saving him and not everyone else? So did he... It seems like he may have set bombs throughout the entire area. Like, throughout the entire mansion, they were all set to times, and he managed to screw up the times somehow. And they all went off, including this one. Yep. So he just made a horrible mistake. There's fire! What if somebody sabotaged the bombs? Like Skullface or something? If it wasn't supposed to go off in this way. Maybe he should have collaborated with Sixpence so that he could just do this for real. What? Now it's just looping again. Oh. The puzzle here is if I loop the day, I'll now wake up in the room that the bomb is in the first place, huh? That's the trick. I'm like, this day's just looping. Here we go, here's a few different things. Let's look around then. Replica of the Sexy Brutale. Location of the fireplaces have been marked on it with flags. Oh, the fireplaces. These appear to be incendiary explosives. I see what happened. So all of those fireplaces we saw everywhere that were lit and everything, all those fireplaces that had the moth drawings on them, those are probably where he hid all of the bombs. Auram's wire cutters. That'll let us disarm the bomb. What's in here? View from the window stretches out the distance. You are reminded of how beautiful parts of this place are. Let's not leave just yet. Let's go for you. Wait, this wire is cut. Who? Wait, this isn't right. The timer. I made a mistake. This would have gone off already. My god. Boone. What? Why did that just happen? I think we can forego having the masks chase you, Boone. There's no need for that anymore. Not here. Why didn't you get rid of it a second ago? Lafcadio. What are you doing here? Please, you have to leave. This... I can explain, or rather, I don't imagine I need to. I'm so sorry, my old friend. I should have told you, but you can be rather proper, no? I'm going to burn this place down. You know I love this place. It's everything. But I love her more. We have a child on the way, you know? And this mansion, the cost, the sheer drain of it. I'm not the young, reckless gambler I used to be in Laffy. I used to be Laffy. They're calling me Laffy. I thought you'd be proud. I've locked those demons up tight. No more chasing the high stakes for me. Although I will admit this plan was somewhat thrilling. But I timed it so that everything will detonate once everyone is safely outside. There is one of these devices in every fireplace, and the fireplaces are all connected. But no one will be hurt. But then, it's the darnest thing, this wire here was cut. And I've just noticed a rather terrible mistake. I think if I hadn't been cut, then everything would have gone off early. I can't imagine what would have happened. You see? He never meant it. He never meant to hurt anyone. Please stop this torture. Eleanor, is that you? No, he did not intend, but he acted, and they died. They all died. He killed them, Boone. He killed everyone he ever cared about. His friends, his own wife, his unborn Are you the baby? We don't deserve to be forgiven. They don't deserve to be forgotten. Don't you see, Boone? This is how I keep them alive. This party, this day. This party, this day. I keep that agony fresh. I see their faces, I remember them. She would have us forgive ourselves. She would let us go. She would have you live. But I am not ready. I will never be ready. Please, Boone. Boone. Everything you see in this mansion is the memory of a broken man, reliving the nightmare of the night he murdered everyone dear to him. One terrible act that he has wished he could take back every second that he has lived since. There's only one man responsible for everything happening in this mansion. Lucas. They're both Lucas. No, they're not. Are you Lucas? They're both Lucas? Or is that their son? And... is that you? Lucas. Are all... wait, all three of them are Lucas? This got BioShock Infinite weird really fast. Look how old you have gotten, my love. It's time. We must go see him. What in the world? So I've been watching everything. So there's so many time loops happening at once that I'm the one who killed everyone. I'm the one torturing everyone to keep their memory alive. And then I'm also the person who... Are you all Lucas too? No? I thought they're all taking their masks off. Oh, crap. Yep, they're all Lucas. Everyone's Lucas. Everyone is me. Holy shit. And then I undo it, and I'm every person. So I'm the person on the operating table. Am I also the person here? It's been more than 40 years, Lucas. You've punished yourself long enough. You almost died when you fell. Then it's been like you stayed alive just to make sure you suffered. You were hospitalized, near dead. You went to prison, but it still wasn't enough. You have suffered and missed us every day. We aren't here to forgive you, Lucas. You will never have that. We are gone, and we cannot say the words. You cannot ever know if we would say those words. But as much as you have hated yourself, you have always known one thing. In your heart of hearts, you know that I would not have wanted you to suffer forever. One day, enough would be enough. Today can be that day, Lucas, if you want. If you are ready. You don't have to forget. You only have to forgive yourself just enough to live. His very appearance is painful for me to look at, just as my appearance is painful for you. He is the king of the mansion. He is perhaps the purest glimpse into your soul, my love. Frail, ragged, alone, and beyond powerful. Enough rage and pain and grief to destroy and rebuild this mansion 100,000 times over. Trapped down here, watching his friends murdered over and over and over through these mirrors. He is king of this mansion, but a puppet king. It's time to release him from this torment. Take your mask, Lucas. It will return every aspect of yourself. Then, let us go. Let us all go. It doesn't mean you forget. I love you. There is one other option. Walk away. Use the watch. Turn back time. Let the party start again. We will all be here. Your friends will be here. Your mansion. Your memories. You don't have to let them go. It is your choice. No. God, no. This place is yours, Lucas. It is horrible and broken and twisted. You don't have to be prisoner here. I loved you. I loved you so much, and you loved me. I know you're sorry. I know it's not enough, but it is done. Let some of the pain go. Live your life. Goodbye, my love. So we split up to save every single character simultaneously, infinite copies of myself. Goodbye, my love. Whatever I am, I'm always here. Visit if you want, but don't stay too long. It's time to make new memories. Time to live the life you still have. Time to move on, old man. There we have it. The moment you get into that basement, it starts becoming clear that the entire mansion may not be real at all. And here we go. We find out that every antagonist was the protagonist. All the same character, all at once. Because he killed every single person here and created a time-looping paradox as a purgatory for that. That's nightmarish. But now it's concluded. Ending's a little ambiguous. He saves everyone simultaneously, but he saves them from the thing that didn't kill them in the first place. Because I assume that all this time travel stuff only works as a weird illusion thing. He can't ever actually go into the real world and change the real world and what actually happened. So he's just got this weird looping hell and that's it. So it's a really fucked up, horrible ending to a really fucked up, horrible story where nothing good ever happens. Ooh, boy. That's it, though. That was a cool game. The Brutale Royale. Sorry, the Sexy Brutale, not the Brutale Royale, which it could almost be called, too. That's a neat little adventure puzzle game. Not the most complicated puzzles, necessarily. It's one of those games that's hard to quantify what makes it interesting, because it's like... It really is the premise and the style and stuff like that that really sells it. Like, it's a really memorable, interesting, crazy little premise of a game that's really cool. But gameplay-wise, like, it's kind of clunky and awkward, and the puzzles themselves, well, like, I was really enthusiastic at the beginning because the potential was there. But once you get through the game, you realize that the actual puzzles themselves tend to be very cut and dry and quick and simple. The most multi-step one ever was probably some of the stuff involving having to, like when I had to find the password to the cameras and then turn on the right camera at the right time to reveal the spider, or perhaps some of the stuff involving, like, feeding multiple things to that charm so I could be at the balcony in the moment to extinguish the candle, like, stuff like that. But, oftentimes they were relatively minor puzzles. Oftentimes there wasn't a ton of thinking involved, like, oh, look, I found the final one of those slot machine things. I guess I gotta turn them all on. So not the most challenging game, but it was at least involving. You had to explore and pay attention, and that in itself was satisfying. And it's a game that made exploration satisfying and a core mechanic, much like Zelda. I'm playing Breath of the Wild right now and enjoying the hell out of that, and that has a similar premise of, like, it rewards you for just exploring a lot, but none of the exploration is necessarily hard, exactly, but it's rewarding in its own way, and I guess that's why this game's satisfying to play, and damn if it's not memorable. So yeah, this is cool. I'm happy it came out, happy I found it, and I think that finale has... That ending is final enough that I think I'm happy to move on now. So, thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time.